Hey, what's up everybody? It's your boy, Proftrof, and we're back with some more Internet Historian, my Immortal. This is part 2 out of 3, Sundance Reject. Are y'all ready for this exciting adventure into fanfiction hell? Let's check it out.
VPN did a thing, and now video happened. Chapter 16.
Makes sense.
We ran happily to Hogsmeade. There we saw the stage where Good Charlotte had played. We ran in happily. My Chemical Romance were playing Helena. I was so fucking happy. Gerard looked even sexier than he did in depictions. Even Draco thought so. I could totally see him getting
Oh yeah, they
erected.
saved Draco.
I was wearing a black leather mini dress and black leather platinum boots with red ripped fishnets. Draco was wearing a black baggy MCR t-shirt and black baggy pants. Anyway, we stated moshing to Helena. We're French. We ran up to the front of the band to stage dive. Suddenly, Gerard pulled off his mask. So did the others. We gasped. It was Volsimort and the Death Dealers.
You moronic idiots! He shouted angstily. Inobi, I told you to kill vampire. Thou have failed. And now I shall kill thou and Draco.
No,
please.
We begged sadly.
Didn't she beat the shit out of him last time? Like actually, suplex him to some abracadabra shit?
But he took out his knife.
Ah, Voldemort's
Suddenly,
using
a gothic old
knife.
man flew in on a broomstick. He had long black hair and a long black beard. He was wearing a black robe that said Avril Lavigne on the back. He shot at a spell, and Voldemort ran away. It was Dumbledore. Chapter 18. Author's note. I said stop flaming. If you do, then you are a prep. Thanks to Raven for the help and stuff. You rock, and you are not a prep. Thanks for my sweater. P.S. The other reason Dumbledore swore is 'cause he trin to be gothic, so dear. I woke up the next day in my coffin.
Ah,
I
so
walked
he
out
doesn't have a
and
headache
put on
anymore.
some black eyeliner, black eyeshadow, and blood bed lipstick. The night before, Draco eyeliner, black eyeshadow, and blood bed lipstick. The night before, Draco and I read back to the skull. Get it? Skull because I'm gothic and like death. Dumbledore chased Voldemort away. We flew there on our brooms. Mine was black and the broom stuff was blood red.
The broom stuff.
There was lace all over it. Draco had a black
Laced
MCR boom.
broomstick.
We went back to our rooms and we had you-know-what to a Lincoln.
No, you did not, bitch. Leave Linkin Park as yeah, My Chemical Romance is it is too how should I say this, too chemically induced already from this fanfiction. It's dead. It's kicking a dead horse. Linkin Park, don't touch Linkin Park, okay, bitch. You look fat in that dress, take that shit. Huh? Go slit your wrist today.
Park song. Well, anyway, I went back to the Great Hall. There, all the walls were painted black and the tables were black too. But you could see there was pink pant underneath the black pant. There were posters of poser bands everywhere, like Ashley Simpson and the Backstreet Boys. What the f***? I shouted.
Why was-
Ashley Simpson
Why was Elon Musk there? What is he?
and the Backstreet Boys. What the f***? I shouted. Vampire, Dracula, and Draco came.
Oh no.
We started to talk about who was sexier, Mikey or Gerard Way, or Billy Joe Armstrong. The boys joined in because they were bi.
Those guys are
The boys joined in because they were bi, all of them.
Navel was saying, as suddenly a gothic old man with a black beard and everything came.
Man.
Dumbledore?
We all gasped. What the fuck? I shouted angrily. I thought he was just wearing that to scare Volsimort.
Hello, everyone, he said happily. As you can see, I gave the room a makeover. What do you think about it?
Everyone from the poser table in Gryffindor started to cheer. Well, we Goths just looked at each other, all
Well, we gots looked at each other. Yo. Okay, listen. When I was growing up in Bulgaria, we didn't really have any goths. We had the metalheads and shit like that, but they weren't like that severe into the zone where it's like a new culture of people. So if anyone in the other countries growing up, is how realistic is this shit
Flustered
to
and
how
shook our
Goths
heads.
act?
We couldn't believe what a poser he was.
By the way, you can call me Albert. He called as we left to our classes. What a fucking poser!
Oh my God, what a
Draco
poser.
shouted angrily as we to transformation.
We were holding hands. Vampire looked really jealous. I could see him crying blood in a gothic way. Get it? Like Gerard. But I didn't say anything.
I bet he's having a midlife crisis, Willow shouted.
I was so fucking angry. Chapter 20. I said I don't
We seem to be switching up emotions pretty rapidly.
care what you think. Stop flaming OK Preps. Thanks to Raven for the help. Oh, yeah, and by the way, I'll be on vacation in Transylvania for the next 3 days, so do not expect updates. I slit my wrist
Poor
while I
Trans-
moshed MCR in my bedroom all night, feeling excited. Suddenly, someone knocked on the door. I got all mad and turned it off. But sacredly, I hopped inside that it was Draco so that we could do it again.
To Linkin Park, huh?
It was Lupin. Are you gonna come with me or what? I yelled. I was allowed to say that because Dumbledore had told us to be careful around him and Snape, since he was a pig.
No, actually. Get it? Hell. Can I borrow some condoms? He growled angrily.
Yeah, so you... Huh? I shouted sarcastically.
He said, gong away.
Well, anyway, I put on some black eyeshadow, black eyeliner, and some black lipstick and white foundation. Then I went. Then I gasped. Snake and Lupin were in the middle of the empty hall, doing it, and Dobby was watching.
Oh my god, you ludicrous idiot!
Why? Okay, I have a question. Why is everyone gay or bi? Quick question. Why? Was that necessary to advance the plot?
They both shooted angrily when they saw me.
Dobby ran away crying. Normally, I would have been
Fuck
turned
was
on.
Dobby doing
I
there?
love seeing guys do it. But both of them were preps. What the fuck? Is this why you wanted condoms? I asked sarcastically. See, I spelled that.
Only you wouldn't give them to me, Lumpkin shouted angrily.
Well, you should have told me, I replied.
You dimwit. Snake began to shoot angrily.
And then I took out my black camera and took a pic of them. You could see that they were naked and everything.
Well, excuse me. Well, excuse me. They both shouted angrily. What was that all about?
It was to blackmail you, I
Oh.
snarled.
Get
yeah,
it?
Nick.
Get it? Y'all get it? Blackmail, because everything has got to be black, because they're gods. Yeah, you get it? Because they're not posers. You get it?
Next time you see me doing it with my boyfriend, you can't fucking rat me out, or I'll show this to Dumbledore. So f*** off, you bastards.
Dumbledore.
I started to run. They chased me, but I threw my wound at them, and they tripped over it. Well, anyway, I went outside and
Threw
there was
my what?
Vampire looking extremely f***ing hot. What the f***? Weird Draco, I asked.
Why is he wearing?
Oh, he's being a fucking bastard. He told me he wouldn't come, Vampire said, shaking his head. You wanna come with me? To the concert?
Yo, is there a concert every night over there? What? I didn't know. What was the name? Hogsmeade? Is that fucking lit, brother? They got a concert every night.
Then, he showed me his flying car. I gasped. It was
Yo.
a black.
How does Harry have a flying car? He ain't got no parents. Yeah, he might have some money over there, but it's locked away in the bank used by Dumbledore or whatever. How you got a car? You can barely afford a broomstick.
Car. He said his dog father.
Okay.
I gasped. It was a black car. He said his dog father, Sirius Black, had given it to him.
Ah.
The license plate on the front said
Still alive, I
MCR
guess.
666 on it. And the license plate on the back said, Inobi. I gasped. We flew to the concert hall. MCR were there.
Yeah, y'all get that? Because the plate says Anobi, and it's right above the exhaust pipe, so it means he wants to exhaust his pipe in her back door.
I gasped. We flew to the consulate.
200
MCR were
IQ.
there.
Fanfic.
Playing.
Oh,
Vampire and I
Oh.
began to make out.
Oh.
MCR were there.
Oh.
Playing.
oh.
Vampire and I began to make out, moshing to the music. I
Whore, you have a boyfriend. What do you mean it?
gasped, looking at the band. I almost had an orgasm. And then I heard some crying. I turned and saw Draco crying in a corner. Author's note.
True, because it's so easy to catch someone crying in the middle of a concert. Get it? Because he cries tears of blood. So the sound the blood makes as it falls from his eyes is more than the sound if his tears were normal. It's scientifically proven that a person can hear that from far away. Plus, they have that soul connection.
You, okay? You fucking suck. It's not my fault if it's spelt wrong, okay? Cause Dad Raven, cause it fuck you preps.
I agree. Y'all don't get this. Y'all don't get this amazing piece of literature because y'all preps. Y'all won't get it. Y'all
Was
is
Sol's
fake.
Raven Fangs for the help. By the way, Transylvania rocks rad. I got to go to the castle where Dracula was filmed.
Dracula.
Draco was crying in the common room. Draco, are you okay? I asked in a gothic voice.
What is a gothic voice? What is a gothic voice? I need information. I do not have enough information to. What is a gothic? Draco, are you okay?
Not you fucking bitch! He shouted angrily.
Disloyal.
He started
hussy.
to run out of the place in a suicidal way.
I stayed.
Running away in a suicidal way, which is different from a non-suicidal way. Y'all wouldn't get it because y'all was posers.
To cry because I was afraid he would commit suicide.
It's okay,
Don't
Anobi,
worry. Yeah.
said
What are you worried about? He already slit his wrist one time. Then don't much.
Vampire.
It only
comfortably.
result in him getting
I'll
abducted and
make him
tortured.
feel better.
You mean you'll go him, won't you? I shouted angrily. Then I ran to get Draco. Vampire came too.
Y'all is
Draco,
fucking everybody.
please come. He began to cry. Tears of blood came down his pale face.
I was so turned on because I love sensitive bi guys. If you're a homophobe, then off. And then we heard some footsteps.
Bitch, what the fuck do you mean sensitive bi guys? You cheated on the dude with his friend. I'd be pretty sensitive in a situation like that as well. Dumb asshole.
Vampire got out his
That's my
black
poser
invisibility
talking.
cloak. We both got under it. We saw the janitor, Mr. Norris, there, shouting angrily with a flashlight in his hand.
Oh, I forgot
Who's
about
there?
it. It's the dude with the cat.
He shouted angrily.
We saw Filth come.
Filth.
He went under the invisibility cloak and started to meow loudly.
Is anyone there? Yelled Mr. Norris. No, you preppy little poser son of a bitch. Vampire said under his breast in a disgusted way. Excuse me? Excuse me? Who said that? Yelled Mr. Norris. Then he heard Filch meow. Filch, is there anyone under the cloak? He asked. Filth nodded.
And then Vampire Frenched me. He did it just as Mr. Norris was taking off the cloak.
What the? He yelled.
But it was too late, because now we were ruining away from him. And then we saw Draco crying and busting into tears and slitting his wrists outside of the school. Draco, I cried, are you okay?
I guess though. Draco wept.
Draco and I decided to watch Lake Placid on the gothic red bed together. As I was about to put in the video, my eyes rolled up and suddenly I had a vision.
Oh, she has a
that was
vision.
happening now. Ad begin.
A lady Zenko. Oh my.
What's that? That's the FBI. We've just sent a record of your internet history to your family and friends and acquaintances for them to laugh at. Now your life is over. This wouldn't have happened if you had got NordVPN. Keep those degenerate websites secret. Look at this guy. He uses NordVPN. Look how happy he is. He's fucking ecstatic. It's so simple and clean. There's no complicated setup or technical stuff. It comes with unlimited bandwidth. You can even access international content. For example, let's go to Japan. Oh dear. It took me almost 2 months to make these videos, and it wouldn't have been possible without NordVPN. You get access to more content, and I get a kickback when you sign up. So remember to smash that link button with your parents' credit card in the description below. But what is a VPN, you may ask? Add over. Chapter 22. Well, anyway, I woke up the next day.
In the coffin.
I was wearing black lacy leather pajamas. Then I gasped. Standing in front of me were Bloody Mary, Vampire, Diablo, Draco, Dracula, and Willow. I opened my crimson eyes.
Wait, since when did the other characters change their names? I remember Dracula, Diablo, but Dracula? Are we just skipping plot points at this point? Are we just gonna skip plot points? Is this not important? Are we not taking this seriously anymore? Preps? Huh?
Willow was wearing a tight black leather top with pictures of bloody roses all over it. Vampire was wearing a baggy Simple Plan t-shirt.
5 straight minutes. Wow. I mean, what is there to describe? Everyone's wearing baggy clothes that are black, and the women are wearing non-baggy clothes, slutty wear that is laced. And oh no, black. Oh yeah, 50 earrings.
Crab and Goyle. Oh my fucking god, I yelled it as I jumped up. Why the f*** are you all here?
Oh no, why?
Maybe something's really f***ed up, Draco said.
Okay, but I need to put on my clothes first, I shouted angrily.
It's alright. We have to go now, and you look kawaii anyway. You're so beautiful.
Never mind, he deserves to get cheated on. Never mind, he deserves that shit.
Draco said in a sexy voice.
Sexy
right,
voice.
I said, smiling. But you have to tell me why you're being all erective.
I will, he said.
So I just put on some black eyeliner, black lipstick, and red eyeshadow, and white foundation. Then I came. We all went outside the Great Hall and looked in from a window. Inside the Great Hall, we could see Dumbledore. Cornelia Fudge was there shouting at Dumbledore. Doris
Oh, I
Rumbridge
forgot
was
about
there
that
too.
character.
You are not fit to be the
Yo,
prince.
by the way, when I watched this, ooh, I hated it so much. I hated it so much.
Sybil any
She
longer.
was...
Yelled
ooh.
Rumbridge. You're too old, and your Alzheimer's is dangerous. You must retry, or Voldemort will kill your students.
Very well, Dumbledore said angrily. But we cannot do this. We cannot close the school. There is only one person who is capable of killing Voldemort, and she is in the school.
Ah.
And her name is Inoni Darkness Dementia Ravenway.
She got 5 names. This bitch got 5 names. I like how Harry Potter... Oh, excuse me. A vampire got demoted to a side character. Like, his whole backstory... Oh, never mind. Never mind. Y'all remember how I killed your parents? Hey, doesn't matter anymore. You're a side character now. You're not important. You remember that whole... Scar thing that made you the main character? You know, everyone knew who you is, you big deal. Never mind, not anymore. Now we got a god bitch that slits her wrist every 2 minutes. She gets to be the main character. Get it? Why? Because everyone's in love with her.
Draco.
Okay.
Draco.
Yeah, this dude's crying more than they're slitting the wrist in this fiction. What is this?
Crab, Goyle, Darkness, Vampire,
Oh, he didn't
and
cry.
Bloody Mary
Crab.
looked at each other.
Okay, never mind.
I got.
He probably cried as well, though. Let's be honest.
Chapter 23. Author's note. Shut the up,
That
bitch.
sums up this whole thing the best.
I opened the door, and Professor Rumbridge and Cornelia Fudge stomped out angrily. I ate some Count Chocula and drank some blood from a cup. Then I heard someone shooting angrily. I looked behind me. It was Vampire. He and Draco were shooting it.
I wanna shit next to her. No, I do. Shouted.
Oh, Sid. Okay.
No, she doesn't fucking like you, you son of a bitch. Yelled Draco.
She liked him pretty much last night.
Fuck you. Cause she leaves me, not you. Shouted
yeah.
Vampire.
And then he jumped on Draco. No, not in that way, you perv. They started to fight and beat up each other. Dumbledore yelled at them, but they didn't stop. All of a sudden, a terrible man with red eyes and no nose flew in on a broomstick. He had no nose and was wearing a grey robe.
Oh, he also didn't have a
All
nose.
of the glass in the window flew through,
By the way, the window flew through, but he didn't have a nose.
fell apart. Brittany, that crap,
Oh, he didn't have a nose as well.
started to cry.
Yeah.
Vampire and Draco stopped fighting. I stopped eating. The room fell silent.
Stop
Voldemort.
eating.
Ibobi! Ebony! He said evilly in his raspy
Darth Vader
voice.
said evilly.
Thou hast failed your mission. Now I shall kill thou, and I shall kill Vampire as well. If thou dost not kill him before then, I shall kill Draco too.
Please, don't make me kill him. Please. I begged.
No, he laughed crudely. Kill him, or I shall kill him anyway.
Kill him, or I shall kill him. Y'all don't get this, but that's just because you use preps. You don't get the subliminal plot details. This amazing genius literature. This should be in a museum somewhere, not for the plebs of the world to read and enjoy. No, this should be just for the higher ups. I don't even know what to say anymore. This is amazing, and this has a third part as well. Amazing.
Then he flew away cackling.
Pretty accurate
I
character.
bust into tears.
Bloody tears, no? No. Y'all fuck. Internet historian, excuse me, brother, but she does not cry normal tears. She cries bloody tears because she's a vampire. We discussed this in chapter 15, brother. You cannot make these plot details go wrong because it changes the whole plot, okay? It's important.
Suddenly, my eyes rolled up so they looked all cool and gothic.
Cool and gothic.
I said I see a black gothic skull and a pentagram.
Sire, our dads have been shot, Draco said.
Die!
The
Think
conclusion.
again, you f***ing muggle poser.
My boy went into the surge mode. What?
Thanks again to NordVPN.
NordVPN/Internet Historian for 77% off.
Okay, well. That was my Immortal. Part 2 of 3. Sundance Rejects by Internet Historian. Let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe, and have a nice Christmas and day before Christmas, everybody.